Time for divine shot, KJ events. This real talk's the brand. You understand how we do, my man. I'm on that Friday night Knicks shit, dripping in Knicks shit. Up in the world, most famous arena with the click. That's the conglomerate. The Knicks real talk is real prominent. I'm a bit like the Omicron variant, dominant. Paying homage to the cat in the chat. That's where it's at. Cause I'm hearing that you don't care for hyperbole, we straight facts. We interact with the mob, the gods. Up in the pod, the squad, the side. But I just rob you on the job, my energy. Feeling tripping in tempo. As they cook my game plan, let my brand for loot and pursuit. Going hard like the New York City gritty committee. Cause that's the things we know is pretty, but we all stay giddy. And we embrace the fan base, like the late Anthony Mace. We create the logo when there's space that appear like square space. Staring down on the Chase Bridge, look at that Knicks City drip. There's 50 Dexters on the court, looking pretty legit. I stay true to the orange and blue. I thought you knew for him a few bars to shine like stars divine to Mount Mars. Knicks real talk. Here we go, let's go.
Knicks real talk right here. I'm representing
Knicks real talk.
right here.
Here we go, let's go.
We here in the building.
Knicks real talk.
Let's get it.
Here we go, let's go.
Yes, sir.
Knicks real talk.
We here.
Here we go, let's go.
Knicks real talk. Let's get it. Let's get it. Yeah, for real. Yes, sir.
Let's get it. Salute everybody, salute. What's going on? What's good? Knicks real talk in the building. The post-game recap. Knicks went there in Cleveland yesterday, 101-97. Brunson had it popping. Randall coming back off the ankle injury, had it popping in the beginning. What a good win for the New York Knicks, man. We're gonna get into all that and break it down. But first and foremost, let me bring my partner in crime in the building, Shop Howard. What's popping?
Oh, snap. Sorry, Divine. Salute to the chat. Salute to you, Divine. Let's get it. Chris, I see you.
Salute. Yeah, man, real talk, man. Yo, listen. We thought it was going to be what it was going to be. New York Knicks won in Cleveland yesterday. Went out there and did what they had to do. Won the game 101-97. Julius Randle coming back off the ankle injury. Straight dropping it, man. Brunson in his bag doing what he did. It was just awesome to see, man. The New York City Gritty Committee was in the building last night on the defense side of the ball, despite Donovan Mitchell's 38 points. But that defense is they hard though. New York defense is hard, man. I'm telling you. And I feel for the Cleveland Cavaliers. We're gonna break all that down in a minute. I'll tell you why I feel for them. But man, listen to me. These boys came out here and they showed their grittiness last night. Jalen Brunson being in foul trouble at the beginning of the game and still found a way to go out there and make it interesting, man. 27 points in his bag for sure. Obi Toppin, what can I say? Great game for him as well. We needed him because a lot of our other key players, man, the young ones, as a matter of fact, didn't have it going last night. RJ didn't have it going. Quickly didn't have it going. Grimes didn't have it going. But that bench was in there, though. And Jay Hart was the man. Obviously, Hart played well. So salute to the Knicks, man. We needed that win. We got what we needed. Now hopefully we can go get the next one or at least go back to MSG with home court advantage. Shop Howard. I think it was a good look for the Knicks last night.
Yeah, I put this out on Twitter today. I mean, did I put it out? I don't even know if I put it out. I was at work. I thought I tweeted. I don't think I've seen any remarks on it. But the whole team played good. The whole team, even though we had off games for players, everybody played their role. RJ Barrett, not a good scoring game last night. But you know what he did? He got six assists. 5 rebounds, 4 steals, and only 1 turnover. That was major.
Facts.
Grimes did not have a good game yesterday, but you know what he did? He hit those two big free throw shots at the end of the game to clinch the win. And I mean, IQ turned the ball over. I've never seen IQ turn the ball over as much as he did. But coming down the lane, he made some baskets. Everybody came and contributed, you know what I mean? And with Julius Randle hitting 19 points, Julius Randle he had a good scoring game, but not a real good game. If you really look at the stats, Julius Randle shot 20 shots, but he only made 19 points. You know what I mean? Brunson, first 2 quarters, he was held down by fouls. Came on that third quarter, fourth quarter, and he hit some of the most biggest clutch shots that I've seen. And salute to Jay Hart. Hart also, man. I gotta give Hart his props for knocking that ball back. Everybody, Mitchell Robinson didn't have a great game, But what Mitchell Robinson did, I think he had eight rebounds. He had like 5 offensive rebounds.
Right.
Ihart did the same thing, had like 6 or 7 rebounds. He had like 3 or 4. One of the most major rebounds that he got when he tapped that ball back out and come around and Brunson scored the 2-point basket. It was a team effort. Obi came out there and did what he had to do. I am so happy. I'm sorry, Divine, but
brother,
you know what I mean? And even when Cleveland came back and took that 1-point lead, it was about 2 minutes and 2 minutes and some seconds. I was not even worried. I was not worried at all, especially the way Brunson was coming down and controlling the ball and passing the ball when necessary. We had a good game. And also, like I said, Julius Randle didn't have one of his regular games. He shot 20 shots and he only made 19 points. But you know what Julius Randle did? Got that offensive rebound, man, to get it to Grimes. I mean, this team is complete, man. Everybody pitches in. Even if they're not shooting well, they're not dropping baskets, they're not doing what they're supposed to do, they all stepped up yesterday, and it showed.
Yeah, real talk. One big thing about that rebound incident, right before that play, they was in a timeout, and somebody in the Knicks huddle, whatever, said, "Go after every rebound. Make sure you grab that rebound." I can't recall who the voice was.
Probably was Jay Hard.
Or a coach. It might sound like a coach too.
Oh, it could have been.
Yeah, it could have been. But for them to do that, and then the next play, Julius Randle go out there and snatch that rebound. That means they are focused, man. Them boys are locked in. That was a good all-out, just straight gritty New York City gritty committee grind and basketball game. And I'm gonna tell you something that's interesting, ladies and gentlemen. Why I think this series might be over. To me, the New York Knicks. And I'm gonna put up the stats and everything, and we can go over and talk about each player. But for Grimes, for Quickly and RJ, not one of them had 3 points, one of them had 5 points, one of them had 7 points, and still win that basketball game. Yeah, cats better watch out. I'm telling you,
Facts.
y'all better watch.
They had bad games.
And know what else crazy about that? Well, I think the Knicks gonna benefit. Check this out. They started Evan Mobley 38 minutes, Jared Allen 43 minutes, Garland 43 minutes, Donovan Mitchell 44 minutes. They in trouble. If you got to play them boys that much to beat the Knicks, this series is over. This series is over. 44, 43, 43, and 38 from your starters. Nigel Okoro played 23 minutes. It's over. And Quickly Grimes and RJ didn't have a good game. It's over, bro. This thing is over.
And kudos to Tom Thibodeau, man. For he everybody talks about he's stubborn and he don't. This guy he's coaching this year, man. That beard that he got on his face is changing his mind about things. And I like the way he coached that game last night. I see that in the chat, and it always was something that I wanted to say. When he took those 2 boys out of the game and implemented when he took out Mitch and RJ. And he put it Ihart, and it was around 3 minutes. I don't remember when the minutes was, but when he took those guys out and he put those other 2 guys in, it changed the whole flow of the game. You know what I mean? So salute to Tom Thibodeau for what he did last night. Yeah. We had everybody, and I say we played together, but it was a couple of players that had bad games last night, and we still grinded it out.
Mm-hmm.
Took that win. Our possibles came through big time. We ran like a Boston on them. You know what I mean? No pun intended. We ran like a Boston on them last night, and they didn't even know what to do. And I kept saying, man, I think the majority. I'm not sure exactly who had the most minutes, but I know Randall only had 36 minutes. You know what I mean? And he evened Obi had about 14 to 16 minutes. You know what I mean? He evened it out. Who was hot, he left in there. And next game is not going to be like that. It may not be Jay Hard and Brunson next game. It may be Randall and RJ, or it might be IQ and Obi, or it might be IQ and Randall, or there's so many guys that know how to step their game up, and everybody was killing Quentin Grimes in Twitter today. I mean, not everybody, but some people. I mean, I read it. I didn't want to comment on it because you end up getting into an argument with people and stuff. People don't like hearing criticism and stuff like that. Grimes, first year as a starter, first year in the playoffs, he was a little scared. He was a little shook. But you know where he wasn't shook? When he got to that line. So I wanted to say that he wasn't shook when he got to that line. He hit those 2 free throws. Just saying.
Yeah, real talk. You know what? I don't know if that's the right word to use. I just think that them cats. How would I say it? I think I texted you about this. I was saying they need to calm down.
Yeah.
They would shoot like his jump.
Sure did.
They was too fast. I'm like, yo, Cole, slow down. You good? Woo stop. Because as soon as they got the ball, they was like, normally grind to get into either quick release, but he was too quick last night. And quickly and with that front line, you can't say too much with Jared Allen down there, them big boys. That's the reason why RJ game, like we was talking about that yesterday. If RJ don't hit that 3 ball, it's gonna be tough for him with them 2 boys down there. You know what I mean? Because RJ like to go down the lane when you got 2 7-footers that can block shots like that. He got to kind of augment his game to do something else. So, and it's only one game. It's all good. You know what I mean? We won the game. That's all that count. But I guarantee you, when them boys played Tuesday, I bet you quickly them won't be like they were Monday.
Facts.
I bet you that much. I don't know. I think this thing is kind of, to me, might be over. I just don't see them cats beating the Knicks with the bench the Knicks got. That just, it was like, okay. Jay Hart 17-10. I'm like, yo, y'all ain't beating these dudes, man. And y'all guys, and then you try to put a core role, C.D. Osman on Jalen Brunson. I'm like, I don't care who you putting on that dude. He gonna let Donovan, but long as I'm in here, you ain't beating me to play. He knocked him out in the first round last year. Look like Jalen Brunson about to knock him out again. 2 years in a row, he knocked Donovan Mitchell out in the first round. The way it looks. So I know he like, man, I'm tired of saying this dude. You can't beat him, join him. That's what you need to do. South Powell, they got to join them because right now, I don't care. They ain't got nothing for the Knicks, man. I don't care. This ain't the regular season. They ain't got nothing for them. And like we said, yesterday, Julius Randle averaged 26 against Mobley. He up for defense player of the year, not against Julius Randle. Julius Randle eats that boy up, and he was eating him up yesterday. I'm like, oh man. So overall, it was a good game. I say all that to say all that, man. It was a good game, well fought game. Real gritty performance by the New York Knicks, man, and the coaching staff, everybody. They came to play yesterday, man. They came to play. You can't say enough about them guys yesterday, man. Them boys came out there and they scrapped. Julius Randle do what he do in the first quarter, got it going. And then, once Jalen Brunson got back on the floor at the foul trouble, 21 points in that second half, he killed it, man. Obi Toppin was the man yesterday. Obi, that 3-point he hit from the corner, that was legit. He had ice in his veins on that shot. Then obviously the fast break leak out points. Obi was that to me probably the Knicks' 5th best player yesterday. Obviously Jalen Brunson, Randall, Jay Hart. You might between him and I Hart, you can go 4 or 5. I think them were the big guys. The big reason why the Knicks won that game was Obi Toppin. I gotta say Jay Hart, Randall, Brunson, and Harkenstein. I mean, Mitch did it what he had to do in the first half. So, but them the top 5 guys I think was really important in that game yesterday. Them cats was really, really getting it done, man. And we can't take nothing away from what they're doing, man. And the biggest thing I seen yesterday, Shaw Powers, coming out of halftime, they make one bucket. Tom Thibodeau said, timeout. Right after, listen, soon they scored coming out of halftime. Tom Thibodeau, timeout. Timeout. That's what you call coaching. Like you said, to sit RJ and Obi down. Obi, not RJ and Robinson. That was huge, man. So I can't say enough about the way he coached that game last night. I can't say enough about the greenness of this team, man. I just don't think they got enough firepower down there to beat us like that, man. Not the way that bench is playing, not the way our bench can play. Randall, the next game he's gonna be a little bit better. He was decent this night, even though he shot 7-20. But Randall hit some big shots for us in that first.
He did. He held us down that first half.
Yeah, had 10 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals. What I did like about the Knicks though, in the first quarter, they came out D and they butt off, man. RJ was locked in. I've never seen Randall play that type of defense all year long the way he played last night in that first quarter. Randall was switching at cats, making it hard. I'm like, okay, Randall, you could see the Knicks really in their bag tonight on the defense side. And it showed that they only gave up 97 points. That was phenomenal, man. That second quarter defense was stellar, 21 points. The highest they gave up was the fourth quarter, 27. So if they play defense like this here and their offense get going a little bit more, I think we good to go, Shop House.
Yeah, man. We all said it already, man. The type of game that they all had, to me, watching the game, they all contributed something. They all put something into the game that even though they all, I don't want to say all, but didn't have great games or the games that we expect them to that we've been seeing from them recently, and still to squeak out a win. What else can you say? You know what I mean? What else can you say? Like you said, IQ was 4 or 5 points. RJ was 4 or 5 points. Grimes was 4 or 5 points. You know what I mean? And these guys put it together, man. You know what I mean? They put it together when they needed to. You know what I mean? Oh, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Mick 6 points, RJ 7 points, Grimes 5 points, IQ 3 points. You know what I mean? Those three guys didn't have good games, but you know who had a good game? Ahad had a good game. Obi Toppin had a good game. Considering Grimes only had 5 points, he was still a plus. You know what I mean? He still was a plus. Jalen Brunson held us down and still turned it over to be +2. You know what I mean? You see, Randall didn't really have a really good game. I mean, he had a good game, but he shot 7 for 20. You know what I mean? 7 for 20. You know what I mean? So, and he was in the negative. Mitch was in the negative. You know what I mean? And Barry was in the negative. You know what I mean? And even with them being in the negative, we won the game, man, because Barrett had, like I said, he had 4 rebounds, 6 assists, 4 steals, and only 1 turnover. That's big. You know what I mean? That's big numbers. You know what I mean? That's big numbers. 4 rebounds, 6 assists, 4 steals. That's big numbers right there. That means he was playing defense. He didn't have it going. He's going to soon learn that he needs to, instead of taking the jump shot, come in about 5 feet. You know what I mean? Take the short jump shot. You know what I mean? Take the short jump shot. He shoots a better jump shot than he shoots a 3-point shot. Maybe you'll see that next game. Or maybe you'll see him hit 7 3-pointers next game. Because who is in the cards right now? Right now it's in the cards for these guys, man. And I'm giddy, I'm happy, and I'm amped about that win last night.
Yeah, real talk, man. Just to piggyback off the stat line, what impressed me was iHeart plus 19. He was
word up.
God, that boy 2 for 3 from the field, hit some real impressive chatty stripes. 4 for 4, didn't miss him, hit him. You know what I mean? They have a lot of glass to deal with, but he really kept them cats in check down. He made them play hard, man. That second unit, Obi Toppin, what can I say, man? 3 for 4, 1 for 3 for downtown. That's 50% right there. I don't care what you call it. He shot well from the floor. 4 rebounds. He was playing good, man. Obi Toppin without getting out of the breaks and everything like that. Jay Hart was the man. He was doing what he was doing yesterday. 8 for 11. Oh my God, 50% from downtown. 10 rebounds. Good God Almighty. 2 assists, 1 steal. He just was there, man. He was there. And what can I say? Quickly, he didn't have an offensive game, but he contributed on another way. So overall, just a great win. The stats. And you look at them other cats, like I was saying something earlier, and look at the real quick shot power in the chat. 34 for Randall, 26 minutes. Brunson only 30 minutes because of foul trouble. RJ 31. But here, look at the Cleveland. Look at Cleveland.
The minutes they played, masterful coaching, man. Nobody played over 36 minutes.
38 minutes for Mobley.
My God.
Jared
43, 43, 44.
Oh, my God, bro. So if they got to play like that the rest of the series, it is over. It is over, period. It's over. They can't beat the Knicks with them dudes playing minutes like that. We used to talk about this is not even an overtime. This is a regular 4-quarter basketball, and they had to play 44. They didn't play the whole game. What, 48 minutes in the basketball game?
Yeah.
Damn, they
Yeah.
played the whole game. The whole game. That tells me right then and there, they in trouble.
They in trouble, man.
And that's
They
what,
in trouble with the minutes like that.
oh my God. With quickly Grimes and RJ having not good offensive games. This thing might be a wrap. I just got that feeling, man.
And you see now, you really see now how they miss Love. You know what I mean? They miss Love now. They really, really, really miss him now. You know what I mean? You got to watch out Rubio next game. He's going to come out. He sometimes can be a Knick killer. I done seen Rubio do some amazing stuff against the Knicks. You know what I mean? He's not a big scorer, not like that, but sometimes he just gets, you got to watch out for him next game. But if we playing under 35 minutes for the 9-man rotation that we running, and you guys are running 41 minutes, maybe on the average, 44, 44, was it 43, 43, 38? That's like, it's like 40 minutes. That's like 40 minutes for your start almost. I mean, I didn't put in the other two guys, but with your 3 top players, you're looking at playing almost 40 minutes, 41 minutes.
And win like
man,
that.
You're going to burn yourself out, man. These guys ain't going to be able to hit the back of a barn.
Yep. And listen, Karis LeVert 1 for 7. RJ and them was doing him dirty last night. That's why you got to get Grimes on them their credit. They might have scored the ball last night.
They was playing for, yeah.
But you know what last night, man? He had 3 points, 1 for 7, 0 for 3 for downtown. They was missing shots. Rubio, no points. He only played 6 minutes. Osman, 19 minutes, 9 points. He was a +1, the best one for them. But man, I don't know where they get. Like Evan Mobley had a +9, 8 points. Okoro had a +6, 6 points. Allen had a +2, 14 points. Garland had 17 points with a -3. And Donovan Mitchell had 38 points with only a +2. That's it. So I just think these cats gonna be in for a rude awakening, man. I won't doubt that they don't go down here Tuesday and beat these boys, man. I just think that they not deep enough. And like, don't get me wrong, they could if LeVert them turn it on. Obviously, that means Donovan Mitchell gonna have them many points if everybody else start getting their game going. But I just don't think they're better than the Knicks. I don't think it for 1 minute, and it did. I wasn't worried about it. I ain't worried about it now. These cats do not got nothing. Listen, if Jalen Brunson wouldn't have been in foul trouble, he probably would have dropped 40 last night. See, one thing about this, just keep this in mind. Donovan Mitchell get neutralized every game by Jalen Brunson. Every game. You know what I mean? So if he put up 30, Jalen Brunson putting up 30. So that means that's why he was only a +2 last night. He was a +2 because he couldn't do nothing else. You know what I mean? But score. And I think these cats have just got too much for them, man. Mobley is young. He's gonna be nice, but he ain't got nothing for Julius Randle. He ain't got nothing for him. Let's hope that RJ can get back at it, man, and find a way to get that shot going. Like I said, it's gonna be tough for him this series because of the height inside him trying to go down the lane against them dudes. And that's why it's so important that he pick his spots right when he see Julius Randle pull Evan Mobley out to the, like I said last night. That's when RJ got to go pick his spot. Okay, the only one down there is Jared Allen because you got everybody else on the perimeter. That's when RJ got to go down to the middle. But I know he started settling last night because he realized he probably couldn't get in the lane that much, so he started shooting jump shots. And I think he just got to pick his spots in the game when he study the game and look at the floor of the game. You see Julius Randle on the left wing, and he done pulled my man out there. If you see that Grimes got his man out there, that's when you go down there. You know what I mean? So hopefully he get a pop in the next game. I think Grimes will come back, bounce back good. I think quickly it bounced back good. So I'm not concerned about it too much, man. This team was good, man. They showed their butts last night, Shot Powers. Real quick, let's look at my man do his thing last night because he really was in his bag last night. Let's do some Jalen Brunson highlights right quick. We'll get back at it because the brother was definitely in his bag last night. Here we go, Jalen Brunson, y'all. Let's get it. Yeah, man. If you look at how this cat was controlling the game, man. He look at the crossovers. He just got it, man. He got everything in his arsenal. He's that dude. Brun's him, man. No question. He would just lighten it up. They couldn't do nothing with him. Fade away in the baseline. Net. Everything was falling net for that man last night. Julius Randle with the kick out pass. Drop step. I love that floater he got going down that lane as well. So Jalen Brunson was really in his bag yesterday, man. This guy, they thought that was going to be able to stop him. Okoro couldn't do nothing with him. Just net. Everything is just net last night. So overall, man, Jalen Brunson was killing it, man. Drop step here and there. Look at this good pass to Obi. Obi icing his veins. Bang. Go ahead, Obi, get him. So overall, man, he just not only he was shooting the ball well, but he always looking for his teammates as well, man. But this dribbling he got going on is just unstoppable, man. This cat is unbelievable. Right here on Mitchell, fade back, drop back, net. I mean, everything this cat dropping is hitting nothing but net, man. This is crazy. So salute to my man. Real talk, man. Watch a pass to Obi, leak out, boom. Yeah, man, that's what it is right there. So overall, I think Jalen Brunson had that game control when he was in there. This is the one that got me right here. Boy, you ain't got nothing for me. Off the glass, left hand, looked it real well, all over the place. But that three about to come up right here, this is the one right here.
Yeah, this is the one.
Right here.
Where at?
That I was like, okay, it's a wrap right now. This thing is over. I'm like, this kid is phenomenal. Here, shake and bake coat mix. Boom, drop. A shot, the thing hitting nothing but net. I mean, these shots hit nothing but net, man. I'm like, okay, he ain't playing around with this. Got to take my man to the bucket right here. See that? You ain't got nothing for me. I don't care how tall you are. So that was it. That was the clincher right there, man. I can't say enough about that young man, boy. That boy got it. He just got it. Ain't nothing else you can say about it. He got it.
And look at the pushing. He could have got a foul on that. Everything, man.
Ice in his veins. It just don't stop. Got him again too. What? You ain't got nothing for me. Crazy. Just crazy. Straight out phenomenal guy. But that's what this cat was doing last night in foul trouble. I'm with you on that. A Yankee fan forever. I think he on the cusp of being a superstar. If he take the Knicks to the second round and then into the third round, you got to give him his props that he did it last year. So it just ain't like this is no fluke, Shaw Powell. If Jalen Brunson get the New York Knicks deep in the second round, damn into the Eastern Conference Finals, you got to put him in superstar category because listen, he did this 2 years in a row. And you can't say that it was Luka Doncic the reason why he did it because he's doing it right now. I don't know. This boy is legit, man. So overall, man, Brunson was killing it last night. Salute everybody in the chat, man. Yankee for a fan forever. Craig McQueen, Big Taz, Tyrone, my man. Salute to you. I forgot to shout everybody out. Pudge Nice. Chris was in the building. Everybody. Salute to you guys, and ladies and gents. Big Taz, like I said, everybody, man. But Shaw Powell, great win, gutsy win. We just got to get ready for Tuesday.
Yeah, it's something. It's just something to be said, man. We've been talking about this togetherness, man. They played together last night, man. Everybody didn't have a banging game. Not too many people in high double digit scoring last night, but collectively, collectively we came out and we beat them. Collectively with our guys not having the games that we've been seeing from them in the last couple of weeks. With them not doing that. And so just imagine how, I'm looking, on hindsight, if these guys really put their numbers in, or put someone with their numbers in, those team numbers, if we could get Grimes, if we could get Obi, if we get Grimes, IQ, who was it? Grimes, IQ, and RJ, and those team numbers, 14, 16s, it shouldn't be no way in the world that these guys can hang out with what we're doing. And on top of that, we played great defense last night, man. The defense, we held them under 100 points, man, in a playoff game. And it's just so much that you could just sit here and talk about, man, because the Knicks really came out and performed last night, and for every Knicks fan that watched that game last night, give a little kudos to what Tom Thibodeau did last night in controlling the way the tempo of the game went last night. When he seen that it was getting out of hand, beep, let's get that time out. Let's sit down right quick. Like you said, that first minute, beep,
That was amazing.
11 minutes, 11 minute mark. He that's come here. Y'all bugging out.
Crazy, man. I was like, yo,
Come
okay,
sit,
I'm
come,
open tonight. He
yeah,
coached
come sit
tonight.
down. Yeah, come sit down and let me talk to y'all. Let me put some in your ear, or something like that. And and we end up winning the game, man. Good substitutions where we see guys. And another one of the biggest substitutions that he did last night was when Randall was out there. I think it was like the 7th minute mark or something like that, somewhere around there. And he took Randall out and he put Obi in. So Randall, you usually see Randall play the entire first quarter. Last night he took him out quick so he could get a breath. He seen that he was ailing. He seen that he was breathing a little heavy. He said, "Come here, big guy. Come sit down a little bit, rest a little bit, make a couple baskets and stuff like that. Get your legs together and stuff." Because there's a couple moves that Randall went to the basket and he passed the ball instead of trying to make the shot. You know what I mean? And I don't think we'll see too much of that the next game coming up.
Yeah, but here let's give out the player of the game award. I'm gonna give it to Jay Hart straight up. I think Jay Hart was the player of the game last night. Them offense rebounds after some of them misses that them guys was doing last night, he was right there to clean it up. Ankle go down a little bit and then hit that big three. I was like, Jay Hart is in the groove tonight, man. I was like, this cat rebounding, playing ferocious D on these cats on the perimeter. Like I said, even though Jonathan Mitchell be getting a lot of points, but them some hard points he getting though. Some hard points, man. Last night there was a hard point in that second half. They kind of they slowed that down a little bit. So, but Jay Hart definitely no question about it. He the heartbeat of the New York Knicks, man. He really is, man. That cat, it just equipped to play for this type of coach and this type of team and this type of city. He just got it, man. He got it. And I'm happy for him, man, because yesterday he was really one of the key factors, if not the key factors, obviously, besides Jalen Brunson, because we expect that from Jalen Brunson, though. You know what I mean? That's why I didn't want to give him the play of the game, because we expect Jalen Brunson to do that. But Jay Hart, 17-10, man, with quickly them not having a good game, with Grind, like I said, with a lot of guys not really having a good game. That cat went out there and did 17-10, and them offensive rebounds and them putbacks on a fast break, or he was all over the place, man. So salute to Jay Hart, man. What a great pickup for the New York Knicks. We needed him. They got him at the right time, and he couldn't have been more better, man. This cat fits what we do, and I'm happy about him, man. Salute to Jay Hart, man. Real talk. You showed a lot of heart last night to do what you did last night, man. He came up big time for the Knicks. So and we needed that win. We got that win in Cleveland on the road, game one. I was like, we win game one. We in the driver's seat. Now we got home court advantage. No matter what happens, we got home court advantage through this series, unless they take it back from us. But I don't see it. I don't see it. I think this thing is over in 6. I had 6. It might be over sooner than that. I think what they showed me last night was, you cats played the best you can play, but it wasn't good enough because our defense was there. Both teams' defense was there actually, but I think it would have been a little bit different shot power if Jalen Brunson wasn't in foul trouble. I think that game would have been a bigger lead, a bigger win. But for him not to be in that game, had to sit. And this was so crazy about it. He had to sit down and quickly didn't even have a good game. That's what's so crazy. He had to sit down in foul trouble and normally quickly come in and give you that quickly spark, but he didn't have a good game. 3 points, and we still won the game. New York Knicks defense was in the building last night, man. So I got to give them cats credit, man. Real talk, man. Evan Mobley put him in a donut last night. I was like, yo, he couldn't do nothing. So salute to the Knicks, man. But Jay Hart, my man, good job last night.
I mean, I'm right there with you, Divine. Jay Hart was the man last night. And I'm gonna put a sub to Jay Hart. I'm gonna say that heart to heart connection last night.
Facts.
Really, really, showed itself last night. It showed itself so much that Tom Thibodeau had to go back to iHeart, to get in there and stuff. And Jay Hart, what can you say, man? He's a veteran. He is nothing but a veteran. And I figured that he was going to want to perform, because this is, if I'm not mistaken, his first playoff game So I knew he was going to come out and perform, and he does that on a regular. And I'm pretty sure we're going to get some of that gutsiness, another game in this series that we have, going on with Cleveland. And I mean, and between him and Ahard, man, Ahard got out there last night and did some incredible stuff, man. And and I kept saying about watch, he's starting to shoot that little float shot. That little float shot, his little flow shot is getting me. In the beginning of the year, that flow shot was his shot. I was like, I like that shot he got. It fell off a little bit in the mid-season and stuff like that, and now it's coming back, and he's hitting big shots. And he got to the line yesterday and hit some big one. Another thing that we had to talk about, man. I'm another reason why I'm so happy, man. We did everything finally. We had controlled the pace. We out-rebounded them. And we hit our free throws. I think we missed, 3 free throws yesterday or something like that? Come on, man. Come on, man. I forgot what the number was, but I think we got to the line about 20. It had to be 20 sometimes. But we only I think we missed 3. I think we missed 2 or 3. Excellent from the free throw line.
19 for 22. 19 for 22. Only missed 3.
19 for 22. 3 shots. Man. Yep. Incredible, man. That's what I'm talking about. That's how you win games. And that's exactly how I thought they was going to win the game last night. Control the rebounds, hit your free throw shots, and these guys push the pace. Obi Toppin was out. We beat them in fast points, fast break points. We beat them with steals. We beat them with offensive and defensive rebounding. I'm not sure if we beat them in the paint, but we controlled all aspects of the game, man. We controlled the pace, we grabbed the rebounds, and we hit our free throws. If we do that every game, there's no way in the world I can see this team losing to them, man. It might be a sweep.
Yeah, I'm telling you what's interesting to me, too. And we only shot 27% from downtown.
Facts.
8 for 29. We shot that from downtown and had 3 of our players. Think about it. You had one player like quickly was giving you 14, 15 a game and shit, something like that. Grimes was giving you 11. Arde was giving you 19. And combined together, they had 15 points between 3 of them. Arde was giving you 19 alone by itself this season. So that's what's so crazy. It was like the 3 guys together still equal what Quickly was doing this year. And all 3 of them. But that's what's so scary to me, knowing that this team was offensively limited. And you got to give credit to the Cleveland Cavaliers. Their defense is stellar. They were the number one team in the defense in the league this year, matter of fact. But I always knew that perimeter defense was suspect. And sure enough, the Cats, I just don't know if they got enough, man. I think they got to get another player to go with Darius Garland and my man. They want to make any moves moving forward. But that's all right. That's their problem. It ain't our problem. Our problem is that, we went out there yesterday, executed, the game plan. I never for once in that whole game, Shop Howard thought the Knicks were going to lose.
Never.
I never thought the Knicks were going to lose.
Never.
Yep. When they came out there and blitzed them cats in that first quarter, they threw a monkey wrench in the game, man. I'm like, yeah, Jonathan Mitchell, you can get all the heroics you want, but you only one man. You know what I mean? And Darius Garland didn't even hit his season average. That's why even though them guys didn't score a lot, Arde played some good defense in the first half of that game, man. He really was, man. Them guys came out in the first quarter like I'm looking at Randall like they was trapping a lot last night. Shop Howard, they were trapping like crazy last night. I'm like, wow, these cats trapping the crap out of these dudes, man. I seen Randall was on the left side of the floor. I can't recall what the player was. It might have been Mitchell. He was on the right side of the floor. When he turned his back the other way, Julius Randle was already over there by him. I'm like, you never see Julius Randle do that, man. So I was like, salute to the Knicks last night. They like William Thompson said, pressure. They was on it last night, man. Great job overall, man. Tibbs making the right timeout, making the right adjustments. Cats J Hart, Randle coming out in the first half, not played in 2 weeks, dropping the 3 off the top. Bang. I'm like, oh, y'all better watch it. That turnaround baseline jumper. I was like, what a phenomenal way to play basketball, man. So salute to the New York Knicks, ladies and gentlemen. 101-97. Massive defensive game. Defense win championships, man. And because and they put it on display last night. So I'm expecting a different game. Shop Howard Tuesday. I'm expecting somebody got to have a. Now they're gonna be a little bit more comfortable because they got the jitters out of them. That's what I'm gonna call it, jitters. They got the jitters out of them. They got through that first game. I expect especially Emmanuel Quickly and Grimes. I expect them to have a better game. RJ game gonna be tough just because of that front line. But he got to pick his spots, like I said earlier. With Randall pull my man out there to the perimeter, RJ go in the paint and you deal with Jared Allen, but you can't deal with Jared Allen and Mobley down there. But he got to play off for Randall Tuesday when he see Randall out there at the perimeter and he see Mobley got to go out there and chase Randall. That's when RJ got to get that ball and go down there and just don't settle for that jump shot, which is not clicking right now. But I think he adjusts. I wouldn't be surprised RJ adjust and come out there and make a pop, get a pop and Shop Powers on Tuesday. But overall, great team win, man. Great win. 1-0 right now. We got the home court advantage back. What can you say?
Yeah, RJ, like I said, he had he filled the stat book up yesterday. His plus minus was off. You know what I mean? I think it was under, but 6 assists, 4 rebounds, 4 steals, 1 turnover. You know, Matt's big 3-pointer. The 1 3-pointer that he did hit was a big 3-pointer that we needed. He was wide open. Hey, listen, man, RJ, you know what I mean? He may have had a little jitters himself, you know what I mean? But if he feels that me just watching his game as a Knicks fan, RJ, if you don't feel like you want to shoot that 3-pointer, pull up a little 5 feet, you know what I mean? Shoot the long 2-pointer. You know what I mean? The long 2-pointer, if you hit 5 long 2-pointers, you get 10 points. You know what I mean? I think he got that jump shot in his bag. And if you feel like you don't want to go and swing on the trees with those big guys down there, with those trees down there, stuff like that, then shoot your little jump shot. You know what I mean? Shoot your little jump shot. Another thing that he did wrong that I noticed, he did it twice. I always talk about how RJ, when he goes towards the basket, his arms are extended so you can see when they hit his arm. Yesterday's game, the ball was by his waist. That's why they knocked it out of him, hit the ball, and then went out of bounds off of him, or he went to the basket and they knocked the ball out of his hand and got a steal from him because he was keeping the ball down. RJ will be fine. RJ watched the tape just like I watched the tape twice today. And he will understand that, okay, let me start, when I get my dribble, let me start putting my hands up a little higher. So this way, if they hit me, you know what I mean, I could get to the line. You know what I mean? And he'll work his way out. These guys, like I said, man, if we could get 5-6 players in double digits, we win this game. You know what I mean? If we don't need 30 points from here, and 30 points from here, and 30 points from here, we get those team numbers 17, 16, 18. Those 3 from the 3 guys that we didn't have in the game tonight. We get a mystery number 15 from 13 from Mitchell Robinson. And I mean, those team numbers work. You get J Hard with another 14 next game. You know what I mean? And you get Quentin Grimes with another 14. I mean, that's 14 in that position. That's 28 points. You know what I mean? If you could get Obi with 13 and Randall with 19, that 19 and 13 is 25 31, 32 points. You know what I mean? So we got to start looking at it like that. In the position, if we can master 20 points, that's why I say the rebounding is so big. Mitchell Robinson and Ahad and their rebounding and offensive rebounding, their numbers have to combine, not separate. It ain't no separate numbers no more. It's positional numbers. If Ahad and Mitchell Robinson can secure about 18 rebounds with about 20 points together, that's a win. That's a win.
Facts. Yeah, real talk. Listen, and let's not get it twisted, man, with the RJ situation. RJ had better shoot number from 3 than Randall did. Randall went 3 for 10. RJ went 1 for 5. Brunson went 1 for 4. Grimes went 1 for 4. So it really wasn't about just RJ Barrett, but we know that also Brunson can get that ball. Him and Randall can get it in other ways. And that's what we just need RJ to do. Is just when your 3 ball not falling because you're not known as a great shooter anyway. you're gonna have to depend on what you do best. And I think last night, I just think that front line with them 2 7-footers there, as much as RJ like to attack the basket, but what he need to do is get out there and transition. You know what I mean? Get out there and transition and get buckets up and down the floor with Obi and these guys because we need RJ to do what he do. I think if RJ and Quickly and Grimes pop the next game, Knicks win that game. We go back. I think we might go back to MSG and they might not come back to Cleveland. I think the Knicks win Tuesday. They might not come back to Cleveland. I don't think Cleveland got enough for the Knicks. I just don't think they do. I don't think they got enough for this team, man. I've been saying it all year, and I ain't falling back. They got Donovan Mitchell, but we got Jalen Brother. Donovan Mitchell game don't affect the Knicks like that because we got somebody who could do what he do. It'd be different if the Knicks didn't have just Randall only. But they got somebody who could do exactly what Donovan Mitchell do. You get 40, I can get 48. You get 30, I can get 35. You whatever. So I think that's their best scorer, and we got a guy who could do what he do, and we got a couple other guys who could do better than what their team could do. So I like overall. I think this team is pretty solid, man. Let's see how it goes, man. But I think the Knicks win this one next week. Knicks win Tuesday. I think it's over. I think I said something in the chat the other day. I said, listen, if the Knicks beat them guys in game one, they know what they're gonna realize. We can't beat these guys. I said it in the chat yesterday. I mean, in the stream yesterday. The Knicks beat these cats. But then you know what? We 4-1 against these. We 1-4 against these cats this year. That tells you it. That's all I need to tell you right there. And they was fully loaded yesterday. So ain't like
fully loaded.
They were fully loaded. Ain't like we beat a team with a lot of injuries. They were fully loaded. And I think that the big thing to me yesterday was between Grimes or RJ Barrett and holding Caris LeVert to 0-7 from down. They shut that dude down yesterday. I'm like, okay, they missed shots too, but a lot of that had to do with the Knicks defense. So overall, I think these cats, they got a good team, but they ain't the Knicks though. I don't think they're the Knicks. I just don't think they can handle what we can do to them on offense, and we got a good defense shot just like them. We got our offense number been better all year. They scored 103 against us. We scored 108 in the 4 game we played this year, average wise. So it don't matter to me. I think we ready to kill these kids for sure.
Yeah, Lewis, you mad. I don't call him his son, but I do think Brunson is like a quasi kryptonite to Mitchell, to Donovan. You know what I mean? He gets out there, he makes a big shot. Next thing you know, crowd is balling, the crowd is up and all and here come Brunson with a net shot. Come right down and run to the lane and get a net shot. Quiet the whole crowd. Everybody got quiet. Except for, did you hear a lot of them Knicks fans that were in Cleveland? It was a little loud. I don't know, it maybe been about 1,000 or something, but they were loud over there. They were up in there getting it popping. So, hey, listen, man. Kudos, like I said, man, kudos to what this front office has done this year. Kudos to Tom Thibodeau and his coaching staff. You know what I mean? And kudos to our guys for getting out there yesterday and playing together. And if they continue to do these things by controlling the pace, grabbing rebounds, and hitting your free throws, if we lose in one of those categories, we have to really be big in the other two. You know what I mean? So if we lose in free throws, that's one of our elements this year. We lose in free throws, we gotta super duper out rebound them. You know what I mean? And control the pace, move the ball a little bit more with fast break points. So but if they come out like they did yesterday, control the pace, grab those rebounds, and hit our free throws, I think this may be over sooner than we think.
Yeah, real talk. Said Frank Montel, I'll put you on that one, brother, because Miami beat them 130. They beat the Milwaukee Bucks 130-117 tonight.
I should divine what I told you about. I ain't even gonna say nothing. I ain't even gonna say nothing, man. It might be us against Miami.
Bring it on.
I'm saying that. Listen, I was saying watch out for Miami, man. And I mean, these guys are veterans. These guys are always in the playoffs. Unless last year, the year before last, they went up against They went to almost like the conference finals or something like that, man. This. Anyway, they got a good coaching staff. They got some old school veterans, and the veterans are starting to come into fruition right now. You know what I mean? So, I'm just saying, man, let's keep hope alive, man. I want to see somebody get. You know what I mean? The other two matchups, they got blown out. Atlanta and Boston and Brooklyn and Philly. You know what I mean? They beat up on them boys, but I'm not counting them out. We need to tire these guys out. Come on, y'all guys. Y'all got to take every game to at least 6. Take it to at least 6. And I hope Miami get in there and take it to 7. And we finish this in 4 so we can sit back and just watch and eat some popcorn and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Put some garlic salt with the thing that you squeeze so the salt be chunky, that piece. Let's get it, man. I'm talking. Knicks fans, I'm just talking as a fan right now. I'm just so happy for what the Knicks did last night, and you know what I mean. I'm letting my enthusiasm come full for this tonight. You know what I mean. But like I said, I think we could beat them in 6, man. I think we take the first 3 games. I think we beat them in home, and then we come back to home and beat them in New York the first game, and then we slip up and miss the game in New York. Because we not a good home team, so maybe we slip up and lose the second game at home, and then we go back to them and lose another close one. Know what I mean? But the Knicks got to lose 2 to win 1, so they lose those 2 games and come back home and win it at home. But if we keep playing and these guys keep playing minutes like 44 minutes, 43 minutes, and I mean you're gonna start. I'm telling you, what's that guy, Danny? They got a guy that they didn't play yesterday, older guy that can shoot the 3-pointers. He's gonna be out there next game. Oh my God, with the guy with the flat top, light skin name,
Steve
and Danny.
Dalen Weather, not Dean Wade. He played yesterday.
No. They're 3-point threat. He's like the oldest, probably one of the older dudes on their team, man.
Danny Green.
Danny Green. Is it Danny Green? He'll probably be out. He'll probably be out there the next game. He'll probably be out there because they need some 3-point shooting. Because if they keep doubling, if they notice that they keep doubling Mitchell, they're gonna need somebody to knock down 3-pointers. And we're spreading out real good against these guys, where it makes them hard. You see them get the ball and they hesitate because the guy's stepping right up to them. Now, I mean, we're closing out on 3-pointers. We're playing excellent defense. Only thing I can say is, you know what I mean, let's continue to hit our free throws, man. We do. Danny Green, thank you. Yeah, if we continue to do that, man, I don't, you know what I mean, I don't want to call no sweep, but if we continue to do those 3 things that I've been preaching the whole year, yeah, man, that's soon to come.
Yeah. Hey, I think Gene Carlo hit it right on the head. I'm gonna put his chat back up there. He said Donovan Mitchell has immense pressure to score 40 plus every game, and it's still not enough. That's 100% right there. Like I said, because what's crazy to me is that Jalen Brunson neutralizes all that. That's what's so crazy. That cat could drop 40, and next thing you know, you look up, Jalen Brunson got 39 or 41 or 48. So it really, Donovan Mitchell points is kind of irrelevant because we got somebody on the other side of the ball doing what he's doing. So that to me, and if Darius Garland, he scored 17, but that was a hard 17 for him. You know what I mean? It's like, listen, our centers are down there in the paint defending, our guards are the forward defending. I just think that it's tough for them boys, man. So I'm looking forward to a big game Tuesday. I think the Knicks win that one. Here's the reason why I think the Knicks win it, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think Quentin Grimes, Emmanuel Quickly, and RJ Barrett have a 3, 5, and 7-point game. I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think Quickly going to have only 3 points. I don't think Grimes is going to only have 5 points. And I don't think RJ going to have 7 points Tuesday. I don't see that happening. And I don't think Jalen Brunson to be in foul trouble. That's 4 reasons right there to let me know the Knicks should smoke these cats Tuesday. Because you're not going to get the same performance for them 4 guys. Jalen Brunson will not be sitting out in the first quarter because he got foul trouble, or the second quarter. And I think our young boys come back to play. I think they come back to play Tuesday. I think Quickly bounces back. I think Grind bounces back, at least offensively. They play good games on the other side of the ball. But I think to me, hey Frank, I get you, Frank. I really do. I understand it's a must win. I don't think they got enough firepower to beat the Knicks. I understand it's a must win. I
For
do
them.
for them, but I don't think that team is deep enough to beat the Knicks. After what I seen, listen, the New York Knicks beat them boys shooting 20-something% from downtown. One player scoring 19 a game only had 7. One player scoring 15 a game this year, something like that, only had 3, and one of them who scored 12 points a game only had 5. And our top lead guard was in most of the way in foul trouble the whole game, except for the last couple of quarters. And Julius Randle just coming back off an injury. I don't think these cats. Let's say if Caris LeVert popped next week, Tuesday, if Caris LeVert popped, that means Quickly might pop. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I think our team overall, they got throughout the whole course of the season, they had 5 players in double figures the whole year. We had 6 players in double figures the whole year. I think, like I said, Evan Mobley is nice. He's still young, just like Quentin Grimes and them. He's still young. His playoffs is a different animal. What he did in the regular season don't equate to what you're gonna have to do in a playoffs. When you got to play Julius Randle 5, 6, 7 games,
playing 40 minutes a game almost.
Yeah, playing 43 minutes, 44 minutes, 43 minutes. That they whole start lineup there. They played the whole game, Joe. The whole game. That shit is crazy. Donovan Mitchell played the whole game, 44 minutes basically. Darius Garland 43 minutes. Jared Allen 43 minutes. Evan Mobley 38 minutes. You ain't beating the Knicks when you got to play your starters like that. You is not beating the New York Knicks because first of all, we too physical. We're gonna wear you down, and then we got a bench who like to get up and down the floor. You know, they like to run. So not only you exerting energy because you play 40-something minutes, you still got to chase Obi Toppin and Quickly.
I just gotta laugh. You ain't.
That shit is crazy, man. How you gonna play 40 minutes and you still got to chase them young boys up and down the court like that? That's why Obi was. That's why I remember I was saying even if Randall wasn't there, Evan Mobley can't keep up with no Obi Toppin on a fast break. You know what I'm saying, Shaw? You get a rebound, Evan Mobley there trying to fight for the rebound, and Obi Toppin already halfway down the court already. He ain't even got back yet. I just don't know, man. I don't think this team. I just don't think they got enough for the Knicks, man. If Jalen Brunson keep doing what he's doing, it's over. It's over. It is over. And that ain't no hyperbole. I'm just looking at the numbers. Don't lie, man. The numbers don't lie. They don't got enough firepower. And one thing about the New York Knicks, when they play defense, they pretty much can beat anybody. They can beat anybody. So let's see how it goes, man. I'm excited.
Salute Parrish.
Yeah, real talk. Real talk. I'm so excited about it. Obi Toppin doing what he's doing. One thing I'm grateful for, when he came down off that dunk, he ain't hurt himself. I thought he about to break his knee and everything, man. So I'm glad he got up and got back down the court. Like Dave Stevens said, man, y'all hit that like and subscribe button, man. We in the building, drop a sign. Y'all know what it is. Knicks will talk game, post game recap, Divine, Shot Power, the chat. Knicks 101-97. Defense juggernaut. 24 points in the first quarter. They gave up 21 in the second, 25 in the third, and only 27 in the fourth. And that kept them under 100 points. 100 points.
That's how kept these guys under 100 points, man. Didn't we keep them on 100 points the last game we played them? What was the last game we played them? Did we keep them under 100 or 105? I know we had one. I think we had 116.
We did. That game was 130, 116. Wasn't Jalen Brunson?
Okay, or something like that. We just beat them by scoring them. We outscored them. Man, this is you know, I'm just like I said, Divine. You know, if we control the pace, we grab these rebounds and hit our free throws, man. You know, if you look at our guys compared to their guys, you know what I mean? You know, you talk about Mitchell Robinson against Jared Allen. You know what I mean? Jared Allen scores 12 points. Mitchell Robinson will score 8 to 10 points. If you're talking about Mobley against Julius Randle, Mobley may get 14, 16 points. We're looking at, you know, Julius Randle being hurt, still getting you about 22 points a game. You're looking at RJ Barrett and LeVert. If you match those numbers up, RJ had a bad game yesterday, yes. But if you get something similar from RJ to his average this year, 17 to 21 points a game, You average out. I mean, if you put these numbers to these guys' averages from our bench and our starters, and they achieve their average or somewhat close to what their average is with pretty decent field goal or a pretty good percentage, we're going to see more games like that 130, 116 and stuff like that.
You
man,
know
this effing team here, man. I'm telling you, man. They just make that. I don't even know what to say about them sometimes, man. Like Parrish said, you do one thing and the next thing you do something different, and it doesn't. There's no way that they lose step. You know what I mean? And they back to that winning ways again. They back to closing out games again. Woo wee.
they gonna be tough, man. I'm like Frank Mondo's guy. Heat Knicks next round. Boy, bring it on. I don't got no problem with this team, man. Didn't have all year. I was like, these numbers don't lie, man. These boys are legit. They legit basketball team, and I want them to. I take 5-1, but if the New York Knicks win Tuesday, they are not coming back to Cleveland. Because I'm gonna tell you about something. If you, we all brothers, and we all grew up in certain ways. The worst thing you can ever do is put fear in somebody, take their heart. They took their heart. If they beat them Tuesday, you know what the Knicks did? They took their heart. They beat them cat 5 games this year. So they won in what, 4 now? They be 1-5 against us. What do you think is going on in their mind? Like, we can't beat these guys.
Yeah, man. Well, what we got to do to beat them?
Right.
I just got out there and scored 44 points, and we still lost by 4.
Yep. Cleveland know if they go down 0-2, Cleveland know they're not beating the Knicks 4 games in a row or 3 in a row. They ain't doing that. They already know if they lose Tuesday, I'm telling y'all, this might be a sweep. It might be a sweep because they're gonna feel like, you know what? Now they're gonna go back to MSG, knowing that they just spanked them 2 times in a row on their home court. How do you think they're gonna feel at MSG on Friday? You know what I'm saying? It's real talk.
I don't mean to laugh, Devon, but
it's real, man.
It's real, man. You know what I mean? And I'm not taking that. And let me say this too: I'm not taking nothing away from Cleveland. Cleveland, it's possible to come out and win Tuesday's game. You know what I mean? It is possible. But the way I feel right now, I feel it's unlikely. With all the odds that we just won, the negative odds that we won this game by, without having IQ playing, without having Grimes, Grimes did stay up, but didn't have a big game, his average game, 14 points, without having RJ having a very mediocre game. You know what I mean? What's going to happen if these 3 guys that we just talked about stay high 15, 17, 19, those 3 guys, where you know what I mean? With those 3 guys scoring 14 apiece, 14, 14, 14. That's 4, 8, 12. That's 42 points right there from those 3 guys, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And like I said, they're good, man. I ain't taking nothing from the Cleveland Cavaliers. I'm not. But sometimes, you know what? It's not that the team is good. It's the matchups that they got to deal with.
I said the same thing, Parrish. I said the same thing. They pissed off. They traded Kevin Love. I just said that. Great minds, Parrish. They were sure wishing they had Kevin Love back. That's the last time they beat us, when they had Kevin Love. Then I think that the first game Kevin Love went crazy on us? They're like 6, 7, 8 3-pointers on us.
Yep. I just think that we created a matchup problem for them. I think the biggest matchup problem to me is Julius Randle and Evan Mobley. I just think it is. I think Julius Randle got too much strength for him. He can put the ball on the floor. He can shoot it from deep. He got physicality, and Evan Mobley $150 wet. Bully ball. Julius Randle was bully balling them cats yesterday, and that's what I want RJ to do. I don't care if you get your shot blocked. Go down the middle. Go down there and bully ball. That's what Jalen Brunson did. Yeah, they bully ballers, man. And them cats was doing that. I don't think they got enough for the Knicks. I think you could tell something was demoralizing. You drop 38 points and you still lose at home. You dropped 38. And you seen him, and you seen how hyped he was. Shit, when Julius Randle went for that rebound against Jared Allen, he shoved Julius Randle. Randle like, nah, don't worry, we good. Randle was like, nah, we good. Don't even worry about it. I ain't gonna lose control. He just told the Tad to come on. He like, come on, we ready. The Knicks they played that game with a lot of grit yesterday. When they in the first quarter they were blitzing them cats, they didn't know what to do the first 3 minutes of the game. Knicks went up like about almost 10 points in the first 3 minutes. I was like, okay, these cats are killing it. So I like where we at, man. I say all that to say that, man. I just like where we at as a team. I like the way they playing, the energy. These cats got a bunch of winners on their squad. They are a bunch of winners. All they think about is W's. They ain't looking at who got the most points. They're not looking at who shining today. All the Knicks team care about is the two columns I talked about all year, wins and losses. That's all they care about. All that other shit don't mean nothing. Did we win tonight or did we lose tonight? Everything leading up to that, that's fine. But at the end of the day, the Knicks said they want to win. Jalen Brunson said, we ain't done. He said, when we got to the place, said, we ain't done. That tell you where their mindset is at. You ask every player on the team, they want to win. And it's amazing for them cats to sacrifice the way they did. Derrick Rose, Evan Fournier, Deuce McBride, Jericho Sims. Them cats is about the team. They about the team. They sacrificing their game and their careers that they believe in a team concept, and it's really showing why why it's the way it is in New York, and they show improvement. So I'm good with that, man. And then that's a good thing about it because I think before we sweep, we might get to see some of them cats play, man. I think the next game gonna be different. I think Jalen Brunson in the first quarter won't be sitting on the bench in foul trouble. Like I said, the second quarter he won't be sitting on the bench in foul trouble. Julius Randle normally had the monster first quarter he had. No matter when him and Jalen Brunson propping in the first half of the game tomorrow. Tuesday. It's gonna be tough to deal with, especially if quickly them bounce back to shot power. So I'm really looking at it like this here. I'm not taking nothing from Cleveland. They had a great season, everything, man. They really did. But Evan Mobley never been here. Darius Garland never been here. And it showed a little bit with Quentin Grimes yesterday. You know what I mean? He wasn't here. RJ and Quickly been here, but at the same time, they did other things to help the team win. And that's all you can have for it. Offense and defense is about basketball, not just offense only. And I like what they did yesterday. So let's lose the Knicks, man. Let's get it, man. I'm ready to go for game 2. I got these cats right now. I got the Knicks going up there in game 2, putting some work in. I think they come out there 2-0. That's the way I feel. And if it's not the case, I eat crow later. But I'm just looking at you can't tell me the Knicks had a subpar basketball game, subpar from an offense perspective, and still won the game. So imagine when these guys click for Tuesday. Hopefully that's the case, Shop Powers.
I'm stuttering and everything. Listen, I just believe that we played a good game and we edged the win out on this team. And I mean, plenty of times in that game we controlled the pace. We got leads numerous times, 2-3 times. You know what I mean? We got the lead about by 10, 12 double digits. You know what I mean? And end up giving back. Giving up the lead in the latter of the fourth quarter, and still close the game.
Mm-hmm.
With RJ not having a great game, with IQ not having a great game, with Quentin Grimes not having a good game, and with Jalen Brunson predominantly on the bench the first half, and Julius Randle just coming back off an injury. And, when these guys get back, with Julius Randle shooting, 7 of 20, he took more shots. He took more shots than he made points.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe that's going to happen the next game.
Nope.
I don't believe that's going to happen the next game. I don't think RJ is going to have 7 points the next game. I do not think IQ is going to have 3 points the next game. And I sure hope that Quentin Grimes, as a second-year starter, first time in the playoffs, calms down and starts stroking his shot. Those things, with those things happening right there, I mean, with just saying those things like that, Julius Randle, And another thing, me as a fan of basketball, I do not see the Cavaliers playing their starting unit 40-something minutes for the next 6 games, 7 games, and thinking that they're going to come out and win against a team that averaged under 35 minutes per player, under 35 minutes per player. You know what I mean? I don't see it happening. And we had a bad game. I mean, we had some bad percentages.
Yeah, we did.
We stayed 30-something minutes, and these guys played 40-something minutes, the whole starting unit. I don't see it happening, man.
Nah, and I think it's just a bad matchup. I think it's been a bad matchup all year. And like I said, Donovan Mitchell the man, but we got somebody who can neutralize him. He get washed out every time Donovan Mitchell play the Knicks. He's gonna get washed out because either Jalen Brunson's gonna have a good game or Randall gonna have a good game. Either one of them two gonna wash his numbers out all the time. And if I'm not correct, check this every score, every game we played this year. He dropped 40 on us the last game. See what happened? His numbers got washed out. Brunson dropped 48. His numbers get washed out every time he played the Knicks. His number's gonna get washed out because we got two dudes literally could drop 30 or 40 on you on any given night when they on. So to me, I mean, that's amazing. So what is Donovan Mitchell's plus minus against the Knicks? Not against every other team in the NBA. His plus minus against the Knicks. Because if he scored 38 and somebody else dropped 40 or 36, he only a plus or negative 2, depending on what he did, rebounding and all the other stuff. So he to me, he literally got to do that every night for them to win. Every night he got to put up them 30-something points to win that game, which is the reason why I don't think he should have to do that if everybody else got themselves involved. But obviously they not him. You know, he done been to 40 playoff games. That year in the bubble, he was averaging 30-something. Him and Denver, Jamal Murray was killing it one game. One had 40 one night, one had 50 the other night, one had 40 the other night. They were just so I don't know. I just don't think they got enough, man. I think our team is too defense sounded, and they in playoff mode. I think the Knicks are in playoff mode, and I think they ready to realize they go and show improvement, man. So let's see how it goes Tuesday, man. I'll leave my prediction to the pregame Tuesday, man. But everybody in the chat and everybody, man, we're gonna be on Tuesday pregame, 6:15. Y'all get up in here, man. Let's see root these Knicks on, man. Let's get this energy popping just like y'all doing tonight. Salute to the whole chat tonight, man. Y'all cats is on fire up in here. All y'all got a lot of great points in there, man. Eddie, Parrish, my man, good Andrew, Dave, Johnny, everybody, man. Y'all cats got it popping tonight. Thank y'all so much for coming in, man. But the grind continues. I know the Knicks can lose that game Tuesday. I'm not naive, but my gut feeling, because I think Sean Powell said it yesterday, he had the Knicks win 2 in Cleveland before he even won the other day. So I'm pretty much riding on his train. I'm like, the Knicks messing around and winning Cleveland. I don't think it's going back to Cleveland. Sometimes you can shop how hot it is. Sometimes you got to be in a fight with somebody. I've been on a block meanest cat for 7 times. I just can't beat this dude. Then you give up. I can't beat him no more. I can't. Me and him fought 5 times, but he always getting the best of me. And then you get to a point where like, man, I don't want to fight that man. I don't want to fight him no more. That's why I think what it is right now to me. We done played them 5 times this year. Beat them 4. They beat us 1 time. So that to me, that's telling me, like I said earlier, that if we beat them Tuesday, I think we done took their heart away from them. They gonna be like, we can't beat these dudes. I don't care if Donovan Mitchell dropped 70 and Darius Garland dropped 30, we still losing to them. So I think that's what the outcome gonna be. Let's see, man. Let's hope that I'm right and we win this game Tuesday. And they win a Tuesday. MSG Friday. Think about it. You go on a Friday night Knicks. Down 2-0 to the New York Knicks, and you coming back on Friday night Knicks. Boy, I think it'll be 3-0 Friday. So let's hope. I think anything is possible. If they lose this game, like I said, Tuesday, it is over. It's over. That's all I can say. And numbers don't lie. Numbers don't lie, and an eye test don't lie. That's it. Let's see, Shot Power. Let's hope it come to fruition, man. And we're gonna get out of here in a few minutes, man. And get ready to get onto another grind, man. And we'll see you cats Tuesday. But I'm the chat, man. Y'all cats, man. Y'all keep us focused up here.
Y'all on fire, man.
On fire.
Y'all on fire.
We didn't have other parts of our lives that we would stay out here all night. But obviously, we got duty call on you OGs, man. We got things we got to attend to, so we got to keep moving. But yeah, man, I'm excited. Shat fan base, y'all stay optimistic, and we've been optimistic all year up in here, man. One thing about Knicks Real Talk, we stay optimistic all year. We wasn't wavering. We wasn't dealing with no hyperbole or nothing. We're going to bring it straight to the truth, straight to the numbers, straight to the facts. What we see in the court is what we talk about. What we see in the number, that's what we talk about. And I'm just happy that, it worked out well for the Knicks this year, man, and the fan base. We deserve this one. We deserve to go to the second round and hopefully get to the Eastern Conference Finals. And I think we got a spirited team. When they click it on all cylinders, I don't think nobody can beat them. I think when the Knicks is hot and they on, when all our players is on point, they're a dangerous team, man. They really are. So let's see how it goes, man, and we do it, man. But Sha, give me your last word, my brother, before we get up out of here, man, and get ready to get going.
Yo, I just want to say thank you guys in the chat for being here, man. Y'all really, really keep me inspired by. I keep telling y'all, when y'all see me not looking directly in the camera, and y'all looking at me, I ain't high. I'm just looking at what y'all saying on the board over there, and read what your great minds out there really, really putting out there, man. Salute to you guys as always, man. Like Divine said, we'll be back on Tuesday. Divine, my brother, as always, man. Salute to you, man, and hit me up. As we goes on.
Yes, sir. Yeah, real talk, man. Listen, man, y'all get here. I know everybody working. I know we got lives to live, but the pregame is at 6:15 Tuesday. Game is at 7:30. You normally come on an hour before then, but we're gonna come on an hour 45 this time. And make sure we get up in here, man. But listen, y'all enjoy the rest of your day. Y'all be safe out there, man. And whatever you're on your endeavors, man, go out there in your grind, school, work, play, whatever, man. Go out there and do what you do. And to the chat, that's where it's at, the invisible panel.
Always.
Without you guys, it ain't no Knicks Real Talk. It's just real talk, man. Let's keep getting popping, man. And let's hope the Knicks go in there and win this thing Tuesday, man. If we don't, we still got home court advantage. We good. So we did what we had to do. We took care of our business. We won one in Cleveland. I'm a little bit more optimistic. I want this thing bad, man. You see how Atlanta did us 2 years ago? I want us to do Cleveland the same way. That's what I'm on. I'm on this thing, man. Let's go out here and get it popping. Jalen Brunson, we're going to talk about it in the pregame. He going to mess around and drop 30-something. Tuesday, we're going to drop 20-something, 30 Tuesday. RJ bounce back, quickly bounce back. Grimes bounce back. Guess what?
That's a win right there, man. If all those guys, all right, anyway, we'll talk about that on Tuesday.
It's all love, man. Real talk, man. But listen, everybody, y'all enjoy the rest of your week, man. We holler at y'all Tuesday. Y'all get up in here and holler at us, man. Tell a friend. The OGs always up in here showing some love, man. Knicks Real Talk game day. Today is the post-game recap. Chop Howard's my brother. I see y'all. Chat. Salute to everybody. We see y'all Tuesday, man. Peace. We out.
Let's get it.
Time for Divine Shot, KJ events. This Real Talk's the brand. You understand how we do, my man. I'm on that Friday night Nick shit, dripping in Nick shit. Up in the world, most famous arena with the click. That's the conglomerate. The Knicks Real Talk, the real prominent. I'm a bit like the Omicron variants of dominant. Paying homage to the cat in the chat. That's where it's at. Cause I'm hearing that. You don't care for hyperbole, we straight facts. We interact with the mob, the gods. Up in the pod, the squad, the side. My entourage be on the job, my energy. Feeling tripping in tempo. As they cook my game plan, then my brand for loop and pursuit. Going hard like the New York City gritty committee. Cause that the Knicks ain't always pretty, but we all stay giddy. But we break the fan base like the lake, Anthony Mace. We drink the logo with the space that appear like Squarespace. Staring down on the Chase Bridge, look at that Knicks City drip. There's 50 dashes on the court, looking pretty legit. I stay true to the orange and blue. I thought you knew for him a few bars to shine like Star Divine to Mount Mars. Knicks Real Talk. Here we go, let's go.
Knicks Real Talk right here. I'm representing
Knicks Real Talk.
right here. Let's get it.
Here we go, let's go.
We here in the building.
Knicks Real Talk.
Let's get it.
Here we go, let's go.
Yeah, for real. Yes, sir.
Knicks Real Talk.
We here.
Here we go, let's go.
Let's get it. Let's get it. Yeah, for real. Yes, sir.
Let's get it.